Conrail's goal was to sell it off, take in the money, and get out of the responsibilities that went with running a railroad and maintaining it. And in early 1982, Angelo Martinelli re-elected mayor of Yonkers. In fact, January 4th, that morning, he brought the shippers in, and they said, what are we going to do? We have no more rail service. It's going to hurt our business. And they're going to sell off the line. Mayor, you have to do something. And Angelo did something. He looked into it, he assigned me the project, and we found out that we had a certain amount of time to claim the rights to buy the line. The logical buyer was the county. It was all within the county. And it went through many villages, Hastings, Dobbsbury, Ardsley, Elmsford. But the county was all encompassing. He went up and met with then County Executive Al DelBello, who understood and acted brilliantly and quickly to file the paperwork, the legal paperwork, to reserve the right to negotiate to buy the line. That was early 1982. He assigned his then Deputy County Executive, Roger Biaggi, to work with me to try and find a buyer or an operator. And we looked for both. Ultimately, 9 years later, on the Friday of Labor Day weekend, 1991, then County Executive Andy O'Rourke made a commitment to follow through on the initial deal to buy the line. Those three men, Angelo Martinelli as mayor, Al DelBello as county executive, and Andy O'Rourke as county executive, are the men we call the Putnam Line champions. They championed the saving of that line.
Now, obviously, there was no intent for Yonkers or Westchester County to start running a railroad. What evolved to make public use of that space?
Well, I will say that we toyed with the idea of operating the rail line for a little while, but we hired a consultant who went and met with all the shippers and was able to come back and say, you know, they're not happy about the rail service being terminated, but they're going to be okay. What we now had was the opportunity to preserve an open corridor in Westchester that could never again be assembled. You would never be able to buy that open space. And through the actions of the Putnam Line champions, we had it. The Parks Department, Westchester County Parks Department, took ownership and saw an opportunity to put in a walking path and bike path for bird watchers, walkers, bike riders. Believe me, we have the allegiance of the bike clubs. The Yonkers Bicycle Club you will find them there in good form all the time.
And so what is happening now to honor the people who brought this about?
Well, Roger Biaggi, the Deputy County Executive, and I must say, the only one distinguished by being able to have served two county executives, Al DelBello first, a Democrat, Andy O'Rourke, a Republican. I wish he were here today to speak with us, but he and I have worked together for 40 years and been friends 40 years. What we're now trying to do is to have some kind of plaque or acknowledgement placed on the line to honor the three men, the Putnam Line champions, Angelo Martinelli, Al DelBello, Andy O'Rourke.